Well, hey now, everybody. It's the Rob from Kiss 106 and 103GBFRocks.com, alongside my tag team partner in podcasting, the Ayatollah of rock and rolla, Mr. Jerry Valeri. Good morning, Jer.
Good morning, Rob. One of our final holiday shows. Like, we're starting to roll and starting to wrap things up. I'm hoping before Christmas, the present that I have for both of us is finished in time. I've commissioned to get a table made with the picture of our dead dads on it.
And then you're gonna drive me through it.
We're putting us both through it. We're getting both our dads and putting it on a table. How morbid was that, Ruby Riott?
Oh, I loved it, but I have to be honest with you, and you're not going to believe me.
Okay.
The first thought I had in my head when she brought out that covered table was, I bet you there's a picture of the anvil on there.
Oh, not me.
I don't know why I went there, but I did. I'm being totally honest.
Pal, it took my breath away. I was like, oh, my God. Oh, you're hitting. That's like if below the belt wore a belt, it was below that. Like, I was like, I mean, it was a great promo, and Ruby Riott is coming into it, and I hope that this continues. But whoo, that's evil heat you're getting on those ones. I actually really enjoyed that. You're probably not surprised to hear that. That worked for me. It worked for me.
People love when stuff feels real. And this is really safe as far as, because, I'm sure Natty's fine with it. Jim would be fine with it. Like, it's in really bad taste without being tasteless.
I just picture like somebody. It'd be great if Bruce Pritchard called Vince and pretended to be Stu. Like, listen, I've got a job for the Rhino. I'm gonna put him on a table. Put his picture on the table. We're gonna get him in the WWE again.
A job for the Rhino.
That's what he used to call him.
Oh, you said Bruce Pritchard. And do you mean Stu?
Well, Stu's dead, so
yeah.
Bruce would have to do the impression.
Gotcha. Okay, I see.
That was a convoluted piece of crap. Listen, I'm sorry. I just got done writing for Raw 2 weeks ago. I'm so sorry.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that too, because I spent a good bit of last night kind of catching up on wrestling news. It had been since Thanksgiving since I checked my news site, so yeah, I still am not done catching up. But I was really happy to see. So Raw, the past 2 weeks, the news has been like everyone is speaking out about how bad Raw has been.
I mean, record low ratings, terrible. Like illogical, even for the WWE standard.
Yeah, and I was really glad to see that, because I did think the past 2 weeks have been historically bad.
Unbelievably bad.
Last night wasn't great, but it was definitely better than the 2 weeks prior, I thought.
Yeah, last night looked amazing because it wasn't the worst I've seen in my lifetime.
There were a handful of things that I liked. Still a lot that bored me, and do I wish that show was shorter. But so here's a few things that I liked.
You name them, because I think I feel like we'll agree.
All right, I liked the Ruby Riott and Natty stuff.
I did too, and I didn't think I was gonna. When Natty was on my television, I thought, what can I do to distract me from this? Yeah,
and so, like I said, coming from Natty, that was kind of a breath of fresh air.
Yes.
I don't want to say I loved the opening promo, but it was nice to see that they kind of recognize that the past 2 weeks have been kind of a bummer.
It's interesting. It's like, because I've read that Vince McMahon wrote the two shows that were the worst. Like, he wrote them 3 hours before. I don't know how much truth is to those, that he rewrote the shows and made them as bad as they are. And so they bring out the fact that they were terrible in the promo last night, but then they just blame Baron Corbin for it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So it's like, it's feeling kind of shooty, and then they undo all of the shootiness by blaming Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but like I said, I think that Seth has really come a long way with his mic work. He's still really freaking good. And yeah, I mean, it also went somewhere where it went is the same kind of thing. It's good and bad. Like, for example, I thought it was cool that it materialized to a TLC match, but like, do you want to see a TLC match 6 days before TLC?
If you just ask me the question and I don't know what match I'm going to see, I probably say no, thank you. But if you try to take that match away from me now, I'd be upset because I really enjoyed that match.
I really wasn't giving any of the in-ring much attention last night. I was, like I said, I was doing other things. So
I love TLC matches. I love matches that involve people going through tables, people getting hit with chairs and ladders, getting choke slammed outside the ring through tables. I mean, that's good stuff. Heath Slater found his way into the main event. That didn't make much sense to me, but okay.
Yeah, this Heath Slater thing is striking me as odd, but I'm giving it, I'll say, I'm not writing it off as going somewhere, I guess.
They're just trying to give him something to do, maybe?
How did I remember what he did. He helped someone win earlier in the night.
Well, he came out as the referee in the TLC match.
But he did something earlier.
Did he? See, in full disclosure, I fell asleep with Evan last night at 8 o'clock my time. And when I woke up at 1 a.m., I watched Raw. And so I watched it at like 1 a.m.
He interfered with the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, no. That's the TLC match.
Yeah, it's the TLC. He didn't do anything else, did he?
I'm telling you, he did. Give me a second here, please.
Okay. Because I knew he was in the main event, and I knew he screwed around, and he knocked Seth Rollins off the ladder, and it looked like he was handing the victory to Baron Corbin, which I thought might have been a good ending with the way that they've been going.
Someone saved me. I'm telling you, he refereed another match and he interfered. I know this.
Heath Slater did?
I'm telling you. Oh man, if I'm wrong, I really apologize.
I don't know of this. I didn't notice this.
Yeah, here we go. Slater debuted as a Raw referee during Lio Rush and Elias.
Right. Boy, I forgot all about that match entirely.
Let's see. So
and Lio Rush got the win.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see. After being demoted by Corbin, saw his integrity come into question. Elias appeared to have the match won with the sit-out powerbomb until Bobby Lashley ran in to attack. But a plea from Lashley not to be disqualified kept Slater from ringing the bell. Lashley then broke a guitar over Elias's back before Rush jumped in for the pin as Lashley screamed at Slater to count the 1, 2, 3. So there you go. So he's a crooked. Did he impact the ladder match?
Yeah, he knocked Rollins off the ladder, and then he brought Baron Corbin into the ring and set him up on the ladder. And Baron Corbin was climbing the ladder and was going to win. And then Seth Rollins came in and hit Slater and power bombed.
So
Corbin
he's doing
a table.
He's doing a crooked referee gimmick. It sounds like
it's a crooked referee. It's part of Baron Corbin's posse.
Well, you know what though? I feel like this could work. WWE has never really embraced a crooked referee gimmick for much more than one match.
No, not like the WCW did.
Yeah, and you know what? I could see this could be good. Could it?
Boy, you are filled to the brim with the Christmas spirit. You are so hopeful and optimistic, and it's refreshing, pal. I love it.
I'm gonna call. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm feeling jolly. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna say I'm going to not hate this until I have a reason to.
But on January 2nd, bitch, we're coming swinging. Take the tree down, and we're done with Heath Slater as referee.
Mind you, we will not be back on January 2nd.
No, we won't be.
Because I'm out until like July 8th or 9th, and then that's when Jerry goes out.
January 9th.
What'd I say?
July. I was like, holy hell, pal.
Oh, man. I didn't get enough sleep last night.
See you at SummerSlam, bitches. We're out of here.
So I'm trying to be honest with you and think of other things that I liked last night, and I'm having a tough time. Was there anything else I liked last night?
I can tell you things. Let's do process of elimination, things we didn't like. Like Nia Jax is worse than she's ever been before, and she's already terrible.
I really don't like her. Brittany and I caught up on a few episodes of Total Divas this weekend. And even in real life, I don't like her. The For Nia, the rubber's not hitting the road for me.
She's terrible. And then I want to say poor AOP. Like,
we gave him our best shot.
I mean, who knew that the P in AOP was going to stand for piss?
Who knew the P in AOP was going to stand for pee? You know what I mean? Like, that's just it. Was there more P last night?
It's just all about P and P jokes and Rockstar Potato, and it's just
that's still the best. That's the hashtag of 2018.
Superstar Potato. Superstar Potato.
Yeah, Superstar Potato. Though, that has Vince McMahon's fingerprints all over it.
Oh, I love it. He's gonna piss his pants.
We're gonna make the potato pee itself.
Oh yeah. Love it. And then we're going to have them win matches. We're going to have them beat our guys from NXT. I love it. I love it.
I love it, pal.
The other thing that I really liked, Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler on my TV. I'm okay with it.
Here's my problem with this.
Oh, I had no problems. Let's hear yours.
Okay. What do either of them have plans on Sunday?
I don't believe.
Why was this not on Sunday?
Oh, that's great.
You know, I'm just like, I don't mean to be now. Like, see, this shows that I'm not just like giving everything the benefit of the doubt. I'm not being jolly. I'm not overly jolly. That should have been Sunday.
Don't worry, pal. You're never going to be accused of being overly jolly.
Hey, I was jolly with the Greatest Rumble.
You were jollier than I was, that's for sure. I'm looking up the card now because now, even if they do it on Sunday, why are we getting this 3 times?
Right.
I did like the Claymore outside the ring up against the ring apron. That was good stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what the card is Sunday. Help me out here. I want to hear about this. Then we can wrap things up, I guess, because it really
talk for a little bit while I pull up the show card here.
Other things that happened on the show. Let's see. We got Natalya. We got Drew McIntyre. Bayley defeated Alicia Fox. Obviously, no thoughts there. Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax had a face-off that didn't materialize. And then the only thing that we haven't covered, literally, oh man, this was a bad show. I had to take it back. Ember Moon defeating Tamina.
It is a bad show, but we only like it because it's not historically bad like the other ones.
It just wasn't. It wasn't as bad as the 2 weeks before it. I can meet you there. All right, what do we got for Sunday?
I would say Natalya and Ruby Riott in a tables match.
I got to tell you, that's one of them now after the past 2 weeks, starting with the sunglasses, wrapping up with the table. That's become one of the more interesting feuds on the show.
Looking forward to that one. That'll be interesting, especially with the Neidhart table, the Anvil table. This should be in an Anvil match.
On a pole.
WWE Cruiserweight Champion Buddy Murphy defends against Cedric Alexander.
Oh, that should be fun on the pre-show.
That'll be good. I assume it will be pre-show. You've got, and I've heard different reports on this. Tell me if you've heard anything. So they still have Becky Lynch defending against Charlotte and Asuka in the first ever women's TLC match. I keep hearing Becky Lynch isn't officially cleared to wrestle yet.
Haven't heard anything. Like I said, I'm catching up on stuff though, but I have no reason to think she won't be there Sunday.
Okay, so a women's TLC match with Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Asuka, that ought to be fun.
Yeah, especially the track record Charlotte has with hardcore matches and how intense this feud has been with Becky. Adding Asuka shouldn't hurt anything. So who knows?
Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax. Let's get it over with.
Yeah.
Get it over with.
They had a match at, was it SummerSlam?
Yeah. I didn't need that either. But, like, why we're revisiting this? Just get it over with. Here's a goodie. Here's a doozy. I still don't know if there's a stipulation. I don't believe that there is. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, I believe no stip, and that's so weird. Of all the matches that could use a stip, I think this is a really good choice.
This would be the perfect TLC match for these two guys for the Intercontinental Championship. Instead, they give Seth Rollins a TLC match with Baron Corbin for the Intercontinental Championship instead.
All right, you know what? This card so far, not terrible.
And what it appears based on like the photos and the order that the WWE puts it on their page, the main event, Daniel Bryan defends the WWE Championship in a rematch against AJ Styles. No stipulations.
Man, TLC used to be like every match had a stipulation.
Oh, here are a couple more that they didn't put on the main page.
All right.
So Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Seth Rollins,
you're
Dean
proving
Ambrose.
My point. It's so hard to find that information. Are you on WWE site?
Yeah, and now so I found it. I found the rest of them. Yeah, they put like what looks like the main card, and then I click a link, and now I see like 4 more matches. My bad.
Awful. Their site is so hard to use.
Okay, so to recap: Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, no stip. Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, no stip. Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin in a tables, ladders, and chairs match.
That's off. I think legit.
That's off because Braun's done.
Well,
it's on their page.
They rectified it. They addressed it. Yeah, I don't believe that's happening.
Okay. Ronda Rousey, Nia Jax, triple threat match with the women.
If anyone listening knows if I'm wrong, and my understanding is Braun is hurt and legit, and he's not coming back. If I'm wrong, help me out.
Triple threat match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles: The Bar, New Day, and Usos.
No thanks.
Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. And Elias versus Bobby Lashley in a ladders match. But what's at the top of the ladder? Neither one of them are champions of anything.
Hold on. Who is it? Elias and Bobby Lashley?
Yeah. What is it? A guitar on top of a ladder?
Oh, it is. No, the first one who gets the guitar can use it. You're right.
Okay. Well, Elias and Bobby Lashley are in a ladder match.
I thought it could be Leo Rush.
Leo Rush on a pole match.
Okay, well, that's not the worst. Okay, my interest isn't zero. Raw's card is better than the Raws have been lately. Yeah,
I feel like Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre. Why not just put Dolph Ziggler there?
So here's the thing. The match was going to be Braun versus Baron. If Baron loses, he's no longer GM. If Corbin wins, he's permanent GM.
Sure.
And this is so weird. Like, it's wrestling. But like, so Baron says he's going to come out, and then they're going to count out Braun Strowman, and then Baron will be the permanent GM, which is so anticlimactic if it does happen.
So Braun Strowman's coming out and smashing him.
I don't know. Or maybe someone will take his place, or I can't imagine it will go down like Baron says. But even if it, like, you already are the GM. It's so weird. It's just wrestling. He's
the GM elect. even though there wasn't an election.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's so weird. All right, man. I mean, we can. I don't need to talk to just fill time. I feel like we hit the bullet points.
Dear Vince McMahon, stop writing Raw. I love you. I respect you. I'm happy you've given me my childhood. I appreciate you. Stop writing Raw.
He's right, pal.
Sorry, pal.
Jerry.
Yeah, I'm right. And Vince is pal.
All right, dude. Thank you so much. Our schedule this week, I believe we're looking at a SmackDown recap tomorrow. And then on Friday, our TLC predictions. Isn't that right, pal?
Friday, pal. Friday's the day.
Okay. So there you go. That's what we're looking at. And then I believe I guess we can do Monday and Tuesday next week.
Sure.
So we can get Monday and Tuesday next week, and then we'll be off for the year. And I don't know when we'll come back, because when I return, Jerry will be gone, and that's just the way the ball bounces.
See you at Money at the Bank, bitch.